Hey Rose, want to grab a drink?
Your happiest hour of the week starts now.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy because the drinks are on us.
Welcome back to Drinks on Us. I'm Riley.
And I'm Rose. We are so happy you joined us for happy hour. And if you joined us for happy hour with video version, we have two furry special guests. Rin, say hi, bud. Woof woof.
And Truly. Woof woof. Truly's so annoyed because we don't fit up here. Like her little butt is squished with my butt on this chair. And so I'm bribing her with her ball. If you can see it on YouTube.
They voluntarily jumped up, and then we were like, oh, it'd be so cute if they started the pod with us. They ate us.
All right, Truly's gone.
All right, Truly's gone, but she made it for the intro. Anyways, welcome back, you guys. We are so excited. I'm not going to dive too much into what we're going to discuss this episode because we're going to kind of explain when we get into the main segment. But if you guys follow us on Instagram, we're kind of going to take some hot topics in the pop culture realm, give you guys our full in-depth and see what you guys think about it. So we'll talk about that more later, but it's going to be a good one. I think it's the very girls' night vibes, don't you think, Rye?
Girls' night vibes, 100%. I'm so excited.
Me too. So what was your weekend? What'd you do? Oh, there goes Rin. Nice.
Well, do you want to know what's in my cup?
Oh my gosh, I'm out of sorts with the pops. Of course. What's in your cup?
Okay, tonight I'm drinking, by the way, it's like the last week of dry January. Thank the heavens. I'm drinking kombucha in my little coupe glass. It's a lemon berry flavor I've never tried before, and it is phenomenal. No notes. It's perfect.
It looks amazing. What brand?
Synergy.
Okay. Do you like Synergy better than Kavita or whatever that other one is?
I'm going to be honest. They're all the same to me.
That's how I feel.
I just go by whatever flavor sounds the best. I love my strawberry serenity. I've talked about it on the podcast before, but decided to branch out and I'm so glad I did. The lemon berry is truly chef's kiss.
Well, I'm glad. I think next week you really deserve to have a cocktail on happy hour or for happy hour.
Maybe you'll have a cocktail with me.
I will, because I haven't either, because I felt like it was inappropriate to have a cocktail during your dry January. So yeah, we'll have to come up with something cute to celebrate that you graduated. Okay,
let's do that. But what's in your cup tonight?
I'm also boring. I just went ahead and it's a really pretty color if you're watching on YouTube.
Stunning.
It doesn't look cute in the video, but in person, it looks very cute. It's just an immunity fizz, just like zinc, elderberry, caffeine free. I feel like I just needed a little start to my week with health. You know what I mean?
It looks delish. It's stunning. I have to say, ever since you got to Florida, you've just been glowing. Every single week, I think I tell you you're glowing, and it's true.
Oh my gosh. I love the compliment. And I'm going to chuck it up to Florida, although we thought it was Skin Better, but maybe it is Florida.
I think it's the combo. Because I use Skin Better too, and I'm surely not having that glow.
Well, you know what's interesting? I was watching back last week's episode when we created the reel, and unfortunately, I think the way I do my makeup presents better in person. I look like I've been through the ringer with whenever we're editing, I look like a grease meister.
It's glowy to me.
But it doesn't translate over whatever camera and lighting we're using. So I was like, wow, Raya looks so polished, ready to like tackle the world. And I look like my eyeliner's down to here. I'm just greasy. So I think I might really need this translucent powder.
You literally don't even look bad, but I'm crying. You said the grease meister.
That's what it felt like. I really took a second. I'm like, wow, things have been better. I'm looking rough. But thanks for the love.
You're welcome.
Really overthinking it now. But anyways, hopefully we'll get into our translucent powder update because that's something exciting we can share. But what did you do this weekend? Anything fun?
This weekend we were actually kind of bored. We took Truly to like a doggy ice cream shop, which was the highlight of our weekend. It was literally a full ice cream shop for dogs, but it looked like a human. He was like, wait, is any of this for humans or is it all for dogs? Like all of it was for dogs. It was so fun.
Wait, that's so cute.
Yeah, so we did that. It was like a little outing downtown. There was actually this cute little place we went to. It had like coffee and mezcal. That was what it was called. And I was like, I feel like this place would have the best mezcal margaritas, but I held strong. I didn't get one. And so we'll have to go back maybe when you're in town.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I love a mezcal, or not mezcal, a reposado. I know this isn't what you said, but you said coffee and mezcal. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I remember how we randomly became obsessed with reposado espresso martinis in Arizona. I bet they would make a fire tequila espresso martini.
Oh my gosh. We'll have to go and try.
We should. That would be fun.
That would be so fun. But I want to hear about your weekend. You did so many fun things.
Well, it was a fun weekend. Unexpectedly fun. We did take Rin to a dog beach. It was so
cool.
Cute. I was unsure if he would like it or not, just because he's never been to the beach before, and he loved it. He was unfazed by the sand. It was good because a lot of dogs were there, so he was able to be like, oh, all the other dogs love it, so I should. It's not something weird. But he wasn't like diving into the water. He's not a huge water guy, but he would just let it come to his little paws.
Me too,
so that was fun. And then yesterday, because we're filming on Monday, but on Sunday, we went to this wine festival, which brings up back to the tequila, is one of the 10. So it was basically this, you bought your ticket, and when you were in there, you could try all these wines. I told Riley about it because I was like, this sounds right up your alley, because you're way more of a wine girly than me.
Yes, I was when I saw you there, I was one, so impressed that you were drinking wine, and two, like I'm booking my ticket and coming next year. I promise. You
have to. It was so fun. All the wine was amazing. And unfortunately, I left the booklet there of all the wines so I could buy them because it told you like which station was which, but they were all really good, right? I think maybe because I was having so many, I was loving every single one. I felt like I was at Huber's, when you do like the little wine tasting, but it was just endless. But I was going to say one of the tents was not wine. It was tequila, and they had a chocolate tequila, and they say they make it with a espresso martini. That sounds divine. Like we need it. I wish you knew the brand. You left your pamphlet. I did. I'll have to rummage through my camera roll because, when you're in the moment, you're like, oh, I'll take a picture. I'll make this later. I definitely did that. So hopefully I got the information that I needed. But yeah, all in all, it was a fun weekend. Did you watch the football games?
Oh yeah, that's what we did this weekend too. We went to my parents' house for dinner on Sunday and watched the games, and I'm sick for Lamar, our guy. Sick. I thought you were going to say you're sick for Lulu if you wanted to give an update. I'm also sick for Lulu. My parents' dog, she's like this 5-pound little Pomeranian. She's 11 years old, you guys. She broke her little arm, and it is the most pitiful. It is so sad. She had to get full-on surgery, and she has a cast on it that's way too long. And so she just drags her little cast along. And you guys, like, my heart breaks every time I look at her because it is so pitiful. But that girl, she's a fighter. She's like, okay, fine. I saw the video of her when she decided to brave the wood floor, and I truly was like, my heart was, it melted. It was like the cutest / saddest thing I ever saw. She said, all right, I'm coming. I'm just sliding. It is so sad. And like, the worst part is you just want to tell them, like, don't you wish dogs could speak English and like understand what you're saying? Like, you just want to, like, thinking about her being dropped off for surgery just makes me so emotional. Like, she doesn't know what's going on. It's so scary for a little 5-pound dog. I know. And like, she's like, am I always going to feel this way? I know. She has to take pain meds, and like, she can never get comfortable. Like, her poor little cast is just so in the way, but she's fine, and her arm's going to get better, and that's what matters. Absolutely. So we're praying for Lou. Her cast is so cute. Like, it's so sad. But how long is she in the cast? I don't think it's a long time. Like, dogs are so resilient. I'm pretty sure she only has the cast on for like one more day, and then she has to start walking on her leg. Isn't that wild? It's only been on for a couple days. Yeah. That's impressive. Go off, dogs. I know. She had to get full on like screws to keep her bones together now. But the break was so bad. It said completely out. So bad. I mean, this poor dog. Oh my gosh.
I'm so sad.
So,
but
yeah.
keep us updated on Lou. And
I will.
our hearts are also breaking for Lamar. I know that's what you meant to say, but we had to talk about Lou for a second.
Poor Lamar. We were hyping him up last week, and I was rooting for him so hard. I mean, also, obviously, I was rooting for Taylor's boyfriend too, but I was rooting for Lamar a little harder.
I was rooting for Lamar so hard. Like, not that I wasn't happy to see that moment between Taylor and Travis, but I really, really wanted Lamar to have his moment. That was very sad.
It was so sad. And that Flowers guy, he really fucked it up. I mean, I'm not saying it's his fault, but he did have a couple really bad, like he had some fouls or whatever they're called.
Penalties, close.
Penalties. And really like messed up a bunch of things for the Ravens. No offense.
I know. It makes me sad thinking he has to like relive that all off season.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
So we watched football. So, I mean, this is going to be old news by the time this episode airs, but it's the Chiefs and the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Oh my gosh. And Kendall, my sister, is going to the Super Bowl.
I'm sorry, what? How?
Yeah.
Why?
She's going. A brand invited her to go. I don't know if I can say what brand it is yet, but I'm like, do you get a +1 and can I be your +1? Like, what? So cool.
Wait, you have to tell me who the brand is. Go like this and our editor can edit it out.
Or no, I said the wrong thing. Ready?
Yes. What the hell? How'd you mess it up? Oh, okay. Go off. That is
You can
insane.
see how I messed it up because it's the same first 3 things.
Now I understand. Wow. Good for her. I'm so jealous.
I know. I'm going to live through her because that's like the coolest thing ever.
Oh my gosh. I wish, like, is there any shot you can go with her or no?
No, I don't think there's any shot, but that's okay. I'm living through her and she's like picking out her outfits now and it's so fun. She's like sending me options and we both love making outfits. So that's the fun of it, really.
Of course.
But
wow.
Yeah, just star-studded. I mean, it's going to be Taylor Swift, Olivia Culpo. All the stars go.
This is a hot take, but brace yourself for what I'm about to say.
Okay, am I going to spit out my drink?
Well, I don't know how you'll take it because I know I'm just going to say it, rip the Band-Aid off, but Olivia Culpo greater than Taylor Swift.
Oh, honestly, yeah.
I'm obsessed with her.
In the terms of like style and like aesthetic, obviously love both of them, but I can't stop. Like, Olivia's perfect. I can't stop watching her content.
Like, her face does not make sense.
Doesn't make sense. No.
So speaking of the 49ers, you guys know Riley and I ventured into fantasy football this year, and it's actually crazy because I feel so indebted to my fantasy team. I feel like I fully drafted them. Do you feel that way?
No, not at all. Rose is so connected.
I'm so connected to my team. And Brock was my quarterback. And the way I feel like my own friend is going to the Super Bowl, I'm so proud of him. So sick of the people being so mean to him. And let this man get paid.
I know. I agree. I also think his parents are adorable. Sometimes they show them in the stands, and I heard that they like own a hot tub shop or something. And whenever they go to the games, they put a little sign on the door. It's like, be back after the 49ers game or at the 49ers game.
Like, that is the cutest thing I've ever heard. And like so casual, as if their son isn't the star quarterback for like one of the best teams. Right.
Like, it's so wholesome. And I'm such a fan of that family. So are you rooting for the 49ers in the Super Bowl?
I am. I'm like apprehensive to say it because I feel like we wished that the Ravens won and they didn't.
Yeah.
But I really would like the 49ers to win.
I'm rooting for the 49ers. I feel like the Chiefs are like, they're so good, but I don't know. I feel like we need someone else to win this year.
I just want someone else to have a chance. And I think the media has saturated the Chiefs to make them annoying. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I also like got caught in that mindset of like, oh, Patrick Mahomes is so annoying. Brittany Mahomes, she's so annoying. And then I watched the quarterback show and I was like, okay, actually, I like them. Like they work really hard. They're good people. But I do understand like we're at a point where it's like, let someone else.
Yes, exactly.
Not to take away. I mean, they're so good, but.
Exactly. Like, no, I like Brittany, and Patrick obviously is so talented. The fact that he keeps getting himself into the Super Bowl, like you can't just luck your way there.
Right.
So, I mean, they're very deserving, but yeah, it's always nice to see someone else win. However, my dad said that if the 49ers win, they'll have as many Super Bowls as the Steelers.
Oh, shoot. The Steelers have got to get it together.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, how many do we have? 7 or 6?
I think 6.
6.
Us and the Patriots, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully this is right or we're embarrassing ourselves.
Well, speaking of competitions and winning, I did want to bring up that the girlies want us to do justice for the University of Tennessee dance team at UDA.
Oh.
So
okay.
A couple people submitted or like put in submissions saying you need to do justice to these girls. Their dance is so good. So I went and watched the dance, and I just have to say justice does need to be served. We should have talked about them last week. They were amazing. Their jazz routine. I wasn't absolutely in love with the song choice, but did you watch it?
No, and I will watch it, and I'm sure they deserve justice because just the whole category is stacked. So
yes,
tell me a little bit about it.
Well, I had full body chills at one point. Like just the talent, it was amazing, unreal. The choreography, and I think they got 4th place, and that just shows you like the dance was amazing. It just shows you how hard that category really is. Like you said, it is fully stacked. And so I did want to just give justice really quickly because the dance was so good.
Okay. Well, I love that you're giving justice where justice is served. Did LSU get 3rd?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job, Tennessee. I will watch it. And sorry that we left you guys in the dust. We didn't mean to.
We didn't mean to, but truly just, I mean, I'm sure there's so many other dances too that were so amazing. It's just mainstream. I feel like the same couple dances are being shown.
Exactly.
And Rose and I were NDA girls. So
we are.
Yeah. In college, we went to the NDA Nationals, which are usually April?
Yep. Usually first weekend in April. I believe it was on Drinks on Us. Someone wanted to understand, like they were confused why Louisville wasn't there. So maybe explain how that, I know you were kind of explaining it, but.
It's just 2 different competitions, right? And they're in completely different places. It's just like 2 different categories of competition. I don't know how else to explain it.
No, yeah. They're both put on by varsity. It's just UDA and NDA. And I definitely I'm not going to deny it. And UDA is definitely more stacked.
The talent there is insane.
They've also talked about merging. Remember, they were talking about merging and getting rid of 2 different ones. So that would be really cool to see a day where it comes together. I don't really know why you go to which one or what the benefit is or bidding. But yeah, there are 2 different ones. But yeah, that kind of answers that.
I guess that's that on
that. Do you want to get into what's in our cart?
Yeah, let's do it. Before we get into what's in our cart, though, I did want to give an update, a very passionate update about natural deodorant. I'm so annoyed. I am annoyed. Okay, so Primally Pure, what a lot of people recommended and what we have both talked about trying. So very natural ingredients. The smell of the deodorant isn't anything to write home about, but I was like, okay, well, if it works, then fine, I can get over it not being the best smell in the world.
Right.
But I gave it a good try, 3 months. I used it nonstop. I tried 2 different scents and it doesn't work, which natural deodorant will never make you not sweat because aluminum is what causes you to not sweat. And aluminum will never be in a natural deodorant. that's fine. I just need something that will at least absorb my sweat. Because I'm not one of those girls, as much as I wish I was, that just doesn't sweat. Like, I guess I have very active glands. That's so TMI. But like, I'm a sweater. And I just felt like my underarms were just like damp all the time, which is the worst feeling. And
Totally.
everyone says, give it time, like give it time. And I gave it 3 months. And so I finally was like, okay, I'm going to try a different brand. Tried Schmidt's. Have you heard of it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
No
I've tried
good.
it.
No good. I tried it for the first time today. My underarms are wet. That is so disgusting. But I'm like, why can't a natural deodorant just work for me? I don't think I'm cut out for this life.
Okay. Did you feel like Schmidt's, or however you say it, was just everywhere?
Yeah, it's like grainy too.
Yes. Hated it. Hated it. I'm so sad that this is the news I'm receiving, because I just today was like, I actually really like Primally Pure.
Well, I feel like you're not a sweater like I am.
I feel like I only sweat if one, we're filming here, because I feel like I'm always sweating with the lights, but really only when I'm like working out or out in the heat. I don't just naturally sweat. So I understand. Have you cheated at all during this process?
No, that's the thing. I have not, like, I was truly trying so hard to not cheat and just like get my body used to the natural deodorant. And I swear it's been like over 3 months and I'm at my breaking point. So I don't know if anyone is a sweater like I am and has a natural deodorant that actually will like absorb, not stop you from sweating, but absorb the sweat. I'm just struggling hard, guys.
No, we appreciate the vulnerability. We appreciate the honesty. The only thing I could suggest was maybe doing like a scrub, like a detox that could maybe pull out. Maybe it's just a long time that you've been using an unclean one, so it's taking longer to calm things down. I don't know. I'm like talking out of my ass a little bit, but you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Or I saw someone write in, it was, oh my gosh, what is the brand? It's not Under Armour, but it's like yellow and orange and white.
I have no idea.
No, you definitely know. They make like baking soda and stuff.
Oh, Arm & Hammer.
Arm & Hammer.
Wait, why did you say Under Armour?
Well, I knew it was close to that, and that's all that was coming to mind. But they make someone said they make a clean one. So maybe because they are legit, maybe there's, we'll have to scrummage through, or if you are listening and you're the person who wrote it in, send it to Riley because she needs to try. She's not giving up. She might just be giving up on Pure.
Guys, sweaters unite. Tell me what you're using. I need to know.
Justice for sweaters.
Justice for sweaters. It's me. I'm the president.
Oh, Rise the president. I'm so sad.
No, I'm sweating. Yeah. So I'm really sad because I loved Primally Pure. Like you said, like the texture, like this Schmidt's stuff, it's not it. The texture.
Yeah, Schmidt's is awful.
So yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to get that off of my chest before what's in my cards.
No, I'm happy you did that. The only other one more suggestion is maybe that Donna Cashmere or Salt and Stone.
Okay. So I heard Salt and Stone actually is just like, it smells bad. I've never smelled it, but everyone has given bad reviews on the smell, even though it's marketed to like smell really good. Donna Cashmere, I might try that. It's very expensive.
It's very hard to justify. So maybe let people write in again. We can look through our DMs and we'll report back. How about that?
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for accepting me in my underarm sweat. Anyways, okay. So what's in my cart? Oh, I wanted to talk about Dolce Glow.
Yay. Oh my gosh. Give us the review. Tell everyone about Dolce Glow.
Okay. So they were so sweet and they sent Rose and I some bundles. Did yours come in yet?
No, I check my mail every day.
Okay, Rose hasn't come in yet, but they sent me a bunch of products and I tried it. My hands are a little bit orange. I need to maybe use less on my hands next time, but loving the formula. And they sent specifically, I'm obsessed with this facial mist. It's like
Ooh.
a very light hydrating mist. You don't need to rub it in. You just like spray it. It said you can do it before makeup and or after makeup as a setting spray. And I love it. Like gave me a good amount of color. It's not splotchy. It's not, I mean, I don't think it's orange. And
Mm-mm.
so if you're going to look into one product, I would say that is amazing. But I do love the mousse too that I used.
The mousse. I mean, the aesthetics are to die for.
So
That
aesthetic.
helps. But is the spray also like a self tanner? Like a natural self on the face?
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't say that the spray actually gives you color, but it's
Like
not
for good.
anything over. Yeah. It's like a gradual, like I put it on this morning after I washed my face. And by the time I was doing my makeup, I had nice color, but it wasn't like some facial sprays are so splotchy and orange. And like with your complexion, it just looks weird. This one's not. It's great.
Oh, yay. Okay.
I'm
I
excited for
cannot
you to
wait.
get it.
I'm so excited. And thank you so much, Dolce Glow, for hooking us up.
Thank you, Dolce Glow. Yay. Even though, Rose, you have natural sun. You've just got that natural glow in Florida. You don't even need it.
Well, I can always use a nice self tanner, you know?
Yeah.
But
you can never go wrong.
Yeah. I'm glad you got it first because you need it more than me with the winter blues.
I have the winter blues so bad I needed it. And Kate's like, why are you putting on self tanner? I'm like, I just need to feel better about myself. You don't understand. Like, men don't understand.
They don't get it. Like, lacking confidence, having a bad day, self tanner always cures. It always helps.
Self tanner literally solves everything. Like, I wasn't sad. I just needed self tanner. I wasn't fat. I just needed self tanner.
I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed self tanner.
Yeah. So justice for self tan.
Seriously though, that should definitely add to the list. I think it's worthy.
I think it gets a bad rap, but we're here for it.
It does. And you know what? I'm taking a little mist streak here, a little orange knuckle here for the way it makes me feel.
Yes. No, my hands are flaming hot Cheetos right now, and I would rather look like this than be pale. Truly.
I totally agree. I put on self tanner. I literally missed half of my leg. I did it on my arm. It was literally a striped line, and I couldn't care less. I was like, don't worry. I mean, remember Blaine's leg? She snapped us, or her foot?
Yeah.
It literally, it was a Mickey Mouse cut out.
She didn't mean to, but I was thinking about that. Like, what did she do? Just throw it on?
I have no clue, but like, none of us were phased. You're like, oh, wow,
No.
your chest has color. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Oh my gosh. So yes, thank you, Dolce Glow. Rose, I'm so excited for you to get yours. I also am running out of the best cleansing balm literally in the world, the Alamis. I've talked about it on here before, but running low on that is devastating because it really is the best thing. It takes off your makeup. It also cleanses your face at the same time. And it's the best texture. So I'm going to link it. And then also I'm running out of the best blush literally ever. I know blush is so popular right now, like the liquid blushes. There's so many options out there. That Dior one's really popular. But you guys, I'm telling you, the best blush is NARS Shade Orgasm. The best.
Oh, I've used that before.
It's amazing. Like I've tried, I like the Rare Beauty ones. I like a couple other ones, but this NARS one, my go-to. And I'm like, I don't even know why I'm trying anything else. This one is the best shade.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Yeah, it's like this like deep pink. It's just perfect for any time of year, any complexion. And I'm running low, so I will link it.
It's the powder, right?
Powder, yes.
Okay. I haven't used a powder blush in what feels like years.
I use it all the time. Sometimes I do use my Rare Beauty liquid blush, and then I add some powder over top. But I'm just like, who am I kidding myself? This NARS one is it's the best.
Best. You know what we need to do one episode? I know I've talked about this before, but we need to go through the right order to do our makeup. Meaning you need to guide us.
I need to guide us.
Yes, because I'm just sitting here pondering like, what part of her process would she do just powder? Because I don't know. I'm just really in my head about my, like, I keep looking in the camera. I'm like, wow, I'm shining to the high heavens right now.
You're glowing.
Yeah, but look at how nice and like polished you look. And then I look like we look so different. And I think I need to learn a thing or two from you. So let's put that on our list to maybe go through
Okay.
makeup step by steps.
Okay. Well, I think I'll learn from you too. So we can maybe both say our steps. That'll be fun.
I think so too.
That kind of thing. I feel like the order that you do your makeup says a lot about you.
It does. And with your hair, like where you do your hair in that mix.
Let's save it. Let's actually do that for an episode. That's kind of fun.
Okay. We won't spoil it. Okay. Well, I'm glad. So tag all the things. If you do have a few deodorants that come to mind before the episode drops that maybe we find in the DMs that you're interested in, maybe throw that in your cart too.
Okay. Spoiler alert. I will not be tagging Schmidt's. No offense to you, Schmidt, but not it.
We're honest here.
I'm really exposing myself. Anyways, what's in your cart?
Okay, so I figured we have to talk about the translucent powder because we keep talking about how much I keep talking about how much I need it. So we actually made a reel about last week's episode talking about translucent powder. People were dying at how funny we're being about Laura. It was so funny. I watched it back and I kept laughing so hard at you. You said, it's this big. Well, shit.
Well, I'm like, how can a powder be so bad? It's just powder.
I know.
So now I'm annoyed. Anyways.
Well, Say to the rescue, because Say saw our reel and is sending Riley and I their translucent powder, clean, at Sephora, vegan, cruelty-free, all the things we love. So it's nice to know you can try this out from Say. Thank you, Say. So I'm really excited. So I'm not going to get one. I'm going to try that out. Riley and I you'll have to go back and forth with Laura and Say and give us your honest review because we're going to have different experiences because you're like tried and true and I'm like in desperate need. So I think I'll be more receptive to it naturally.
No, I'm really excited to try. Maybe I'll do half my face Laura, half my face Say.
You should do that. Maybe make a TikTok on Drinks on Us.
Okay. Oh yeah, let's do that. Perfect.
Cute. So that I was just going to tag it because a lot of people were so sweet to give us a lot of recommendations. There's a lot of people who also wanted the clean translucent powder. So Riley and I are going to start there. And so I'll tag it just because I do love Say's aesthetic, their brand. I use their like one of their products. I'm not even going to try
the super glowy gel.
Yes. In the summer.
Yeah. Yeah. I use that too. Love. Absolutely love.
I've heard their blush is incredible too.
Haven't tried. You know,
neither.
Me and mine ours.
Yeah, so Riley will never be trying that. Maybe I will one day. Okay, and then something else super, super duper random, but I feel like we really hype up our ice roller on here. And I got the sleepover or like the night bag for it.
You did. I'm so jealous.
Ryan's parents actually got it for me for Christmas, and I just have forgotten to talk about it on the pod, but I love it, and it makes me feel so much better about it. It's so cute. It's really pretty inexpensive. They sell it on Amazon, so I'm going to link it for anyone. I'm sure I know Riley and I swear up and down, like if you're going to get an ice roller, invest in Skinny Confidential. I've had about 10 Amazon ones. However, if you don't have the Skinny Confidential, I still think it would work for a different ice roller, but it's so cute and we have a lot of travel coming up. So it'll be nice to be able to travel with it and not be like freaked out about where it's going.
I really need to get it. My roller is just raw in the thing. It's like with the
not
grapes.
Raw.
What's the word? It's naked.
You said it's by your grapes.
Yeah, it is. It's sitting next
Does it
to the
smell
grapes.
like grapes?
No, but I need to get the sleepover bag.
Yeah, get it. I think it's like $25.
Not bad at all. And it's so cute.
No, it's so cute. So I'll tag that. And then last but not least, Rye, maybe you'll have a dupe for me, or not even a dupe, just an alternative. Okay, I'm going to be really honest. I've used the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter starting my makeup and then I do my foundation. I feel like I just kind of fell into the trap of like I had to use it because it was so popular. And I've never been obsessed with it, but I didn't hate it, so I just kept buying it. However, I saw that it has a lot of acne triggering ingredients in it. And I feel like I still get a few random pimples here or there once every month or so. And I'm really trying to figure out what it could be. So I'd like to exit, like I'd like to remove that and switch to switch to something clean that kind of does the same trick. That would be nice to do maybe on days I'm not doing full foundation, or a nice prep before foundation. I'm not really sure. I know people like that L'Oreal Gloomy.
I don't know the name of it, but I know what you're talking about. I don't think it's Gloom.
That would be a horrible name if it's gloomy and it's supposed to make you glow. So it's 100% not that. I just don't know if L'Oreal's clean.
I have no idea. You're my clean girl. You always tell me everything that's clean, so I don't know.
Well, it seems like a lot of our listeners are clean. So
yeah,
that sounds
there
silly.
are people. So yeah.
Do you have anything for me, or do we gotta rely on our listeners?
I was just gonna say, so yeah, I got nothing for you.
Okay. So girls listening, please send in something that fits the description. I don't even know exactly what the product does, so I'm not giving them much to help or much to go off of, but yeah, just share whatever you like, I guess.
Just share whatever you want, guys.
Just tag it, link it, whatever. I'll buy it.
I think we're a little giggly tonight.
I know. You'd think we have a cocktail in hand, but we don't.
I know. I don't know what it is. I think maybe we're just excited for the main segment.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so if you guys follow Drinks on Us on Instagram, you saw we put up a question box basically asking you what current pop culture events or current trends or anything current that you guys want us to talk about. I feel like we never really get into that kind of stuff. So we thought an episode like this would be fun where we take your submissions on things you want our takes on, our hot takes. And maybe it can even be a quarterly thing where we go through and talk about current events happening. So we have 9 submissions, I think?
Yeah. So we obviously sip and spill at the beginning, but like Riley said, sometimes we get so caught up in one thing to talk about. And then we're like, oh my gosh, we still have to get into what's in our cart and our main segment. So there's just so many fun things as girls that you talk about in depth, and people do ask for our take or opinion. So we'll maybe kind of come up with a fun name if you guys like it and roll it out like once a quarter with what's going on in the world. But yeah, there were some really good submissions, but Riley honed it down. Is that the right word? Narrowed it down to our top 9. So we're going to dive into it. If you guys think of any cute names that we could call this to do, if you guys like it, obviously. We won't do it if you hate it.
Yeah, let us know. If this is like the most boring episode ever, let us know. And we know you'll be honest.
we know it. We know to not talk about houses again.
Okay, so number 1, this is by far the most popular submission. They want to know our thoughts on mob wife versus clean girl aesthetic. I have a lot of thoughts, and I feel like I love clean girl aesthetic, and I feel like it's never really going to be out. What about you?
I totally agree. And I'm not sure I fully understand what is the mob wife. Is it just like fur and full out?
Yeah, I think it's like fur with lipstick, your big sunglasses, like the complete opposite of the clean girl, like slick back hair. But my thing is like, your aesthetic is so personal to you. Like, I feel like it's what you like. It's how you present yourself, how you put yourself together. And that doesn't necessarily change with the trends. Like, that is genuinely like it's kind of like your personality. And so I don't know. I feel like I'm not throwing away all my clean girl aesthetic stuff and buying mob wife stuff. Like, I feel like it's an aesthetic and it's kind of like a lifestyle. I just don't understand the in and out of it.
I agree. I think clean girl goes so much further than just an appearance, like how you're dressing, where maybe I'm mistaken, but I feel like mob girl is more focused on like your fashion and how you put yourself together, where clean girl, I feel like, is including your hair and your makeup and how you do your makeup. And maybe mob the mob wife will go that far. And maybe I'm slow to the trend. Like, is there makeup inspiration and hair inspiration behind that?
I feel like, I don't know for sure, but I agree with what you're saying. It's like clean girl aesthetic is also like your house and your routine and and like reading and drinking enough water. And so what's a mob wife house aesthetic?
Right.
You know?
I totally agree. I mean, I feel like at this moment, and we may change our mind because as trends evolve, sometimes I feel like we get more inspired by them. But I am so about clean girl. I feel like you have your life put together. You're giving Sophia Richie. You're clean. I feel like you have your shit together. For some reason, I feel like you smell good. Like you got your life together and I love it. And it looks like you're not trying hard and cakey and dark eyeliner. And I don't know. I love the fashion too of clean girl, or at least where fashion is right now. That's simple and not.
Yeah, you took the word out of my mouth. So simple.
Okay. Yeah. It's like you're not trying that hard. Like put on some baggy sweats and a cute little shirt and call it a day. I think it's so much easier to shop and it feels more effortless. And I love that.
It feels a little more simplistic too, like having core pieces, having neutral items in your closet. I am team clean girl aesthetic all the way. But also it's everyone's personal like aesthetic and lifestyle. Like you don't have to live a certain way just because the trend is in or out, you know?
Agreed. Like whatever makes you excited, if it's trendy or not, if you love it and love the way you feel or look, go for it.
Yeah.
And you may start the trend. Who knows?
Yeah. You'll be accepted either way. So that's that on that.
That's that on that.
Okay. So second submission, low cut jeans coming back into style. I'm a high waist girl for life.
What do you think?
Okay, so at first I was like, absolutely not. I will never wear low waist jeans ever again. High waist all the way. Like in college, we would literally wear high waist pants up to our noses.
Actually to our nips.
But now I am kind of loving some low waist styles. I mean, I personally don't look good in most low waist things, but sometimes on occasion I can pull something off. And I'm here for it. But not all the way. I'm like in the middle.
I'm so here for it. I wish I could pull it off more, or at least feel more confident doing it. I think that's the big thing that maybe we're like apprehensive about, but there's nothing cuter than a low rise jean or like a baggy low sweatpant and like a little baby doll tank. Like I think it is so cute. And I love that with low rise a lot. I'm more into like the low rise and loose fitting versus like those tight mini low skirts that are suction, you know?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, I can't. I look like a busted can of biscuits in the low rise mini skirt. My goodness.
Oh my goodness. So I think they're adorable. I think don't force it, but maybe give it a whirl. There's certain pants or skirts or whatever that you may like the way you look, and maybe you can get a shirt that just goes a little longer so your whole belly is not out.
Yeah. So I feel like we like it, but everyone looks different in different styles. So
yeah.
Okay, number 3, Kim's Balenciaga campaign.
Oh, I know we talked about this offline. I love your take, like what you shared with me. Do you remember what you said?
I forget exactly what I said, but I'm mostly just confused. Like she stands for so much and she's very passionate about many, many things. And I'm like, she doesn't need the money for this campaign. Why is she still partnering with them? Like, I don't understand. I'm just mostly confused.
Agreed. That is what you said to me. And I think that hits the nail on the head. It's just like, why? It's like super disheartening to me because you have 4 children, you have all these nieces and nephews, and you were shady. She was so weird about it and how she vocalized it when it was happening. It was almost like she tried not to say anything and then said something. And I'm just like, any brand of that level would sign Kim.
Yeah.
So why are you going back to the most controversial brand? Because it's not something that happened and everyone kind of forgot about, and it is what it is. No one is shopping there anymore. No one looks at the brand the same. And I loved Balenciaga style. I think it is such a cool girl vibe, but absolutely not. I mean, I won't even touch my bags that are Balenciaga.
No, and exactly what you said. I think that she thought it's been like a long enough time. She thought it maybe would be brushed under the rug and everyone would just forget, but we didn't forget Kim, really.
We
I don't
didn't,
like that.
and it just makes her look bad. And I mean, we're both like we like Kim, we like the Kardashians, but I just don't understand. Doesn't make sense. Bad move. Ew.
And she's a very powerful woman. She can say no. She can, like, I'm sure she can get out of a contract if she absolutely was passionate about it and wanted to that badly. Like, there's ways to get, like, this brand was in the wrong. I don't get it.
Agreed. And it would be different to me if maybe I don't know, I'm just throwing this out there. She decided to partner with them and choose to force them to change their ways or admit or give back and try, and not that they're ever going to be able to take away what they've done, but she just casually posted with them as if we were all going to love her photos and hype her up. Like, sis, what are you doing? What are you wearing? Did you forget what happened? We didn't. I feel like we thought, like you said, I think she thought we forgot and we were just going to be like, sick pic. Love it.
Love it. No, yeah, I am totally not here for it. I want to go back and read the comments because whenever she first posted it, everyone was like kind of slamming her. And I want to see if she like maybe deleted them or what's going on, because I feel like we are all united in the fact that that was just not okay.
Agreed. And it's just that much more wild to me that she has her own children.
Right. Yeah. I truly am baffled.
Baffled. Not a fan.
Not a fan. This next one's kind of funny. Opinions on Usher being the Super Bowl halftime performer.
Oh my gosh. Justice for Usher. He really got thrown under the rug this season because of Miss Taylor.
I feel like people are shitting on him, but I think he's going to put on a great show. I think people forget that he is an amazing performer and dancer, and he has some bangers. Like,
bangers.
Yeah. And I mean, he wouldn't be my number one pick, but I'm also not mad about it. Well, we'll talk after the Super Bowl, but I have high hopes.
I have high hopes too. Why are people shitting on him? What are they saying?
Just basically like saying, why is it Usher?
Oh my gosh. I'm with you. I feel like he has such great hits. He's a classic. He appeases a lot of different ages.
Yeah.
He's not controversial. Like, I think we need that right now. Someone that pleases us all.
I think he's going to get the crowd going.
Let's think of a few songs we think he'd sing. Obviously, yeah. Maybe.
I want to make love.
That's what I was going to say. In this club. Hey, I can just see the light show.
Like, I'm sorry. I think he's going to put on a great show. And Rose, we're going to be together.
Oh my gosh. I'm so in love. Found you. Oh my gosh. I think it's going to be amazing.
Okay. Usher greatest hits. You got it bad.
When you're on the phone. Oh, I think he's going to have the best high and lows. Like, we're going to be like this.
Yeah, I am here for it. I really hope he doesn't let us down.
Don't let us down, Usher. But we here at Drinks on Us, we believe in you.
We believe in you, Usher. I wonder how he feels knowing.
Well, I was just going to say, if he's having a hard day and knows there's two people that support him, it's me and you. We're the two.
We're the two Usher fans. If there's two in the world, it's us. I was going to say, I wonder how he feels knowing he's going to be performing for our queen, Taylor Swift.
I know. I don't think he cares. I'm
going
to go ahead on a limb and say I don't think he cares. But hey, I could be wrong, but I think Usher's got it going on himself.
You're right. I feel like he's feeling himself, and we love that for Usher.
We love that for Usher, and I hope everybody raves about him and apologizes for their it's not needed to be this cruel to him.
No, he doesn't deserve that.
He's supplied a lot of our hits.
Yeah. So I'm very excited.
Me too.
Okay, kind of going off of that same vibe. Number 5 is Tay and Travis. Are they endgame? I feel like, yeah.
I think so.
I mean, we've never gotten this much content of Taylor in a relationship. And this is so different from all of her other relationships in so many ways. And it just feels like, I don't know, it feels like they're going to get married and they're so in love. And I love it.
I think I agree with everything you said. I think she's so giddy. Like, she's like a high school girl that has a crush on the star player on the team. It's that cute and new to her. And I know we talked about it a little bit off camera, but we were both just saying, for you guys listening, we just feel like there was some discussion, or it felt like maybe at the game yesterday, whether they should show affection or not, or if she was going to come on the field or what she was going to do. And I feel like she was just like, fuck it. I'm so happy. Who cares? Kiss me. Like, I saw in that one video where he says, "What's up, sweetie?" She says, "I love you" at the end.
Yeah, 100%. And we talked about this too, Rose. I loved how they had their moment, and then Travis was talking with Jason and like his family, and Taylor kind of stepped back out of that spotlight and like let him have his moment. And I feel like she's always the one in the spotlight. She's never the one, like, I don't know. I feel like it's just a good balance of both of their careers being so successful and them giving each other the spotlight. And yeah, I loved it.
I totally agree. Like, I mean, if anyone knows what's happening around and has like eyes on the back of her head and what the media is going to capture and what moments about you and when to sit back, I mean, she knows it all. Like, that is her life. Like, she is so equipped. She was walking behind his mom, let his mom hug her son before she did. Then she hugged him, let him have his moment, walked behind the cameras, and like you said, just kind of was so professional about it and just selfless. Like, she knows like it's his moment. I'm just there as his girlfriend. I'm not here as Taylor Swift.
Yeah, you're so right. I just love it. I feel like they're endgame. I really do.
I'm just happy that they both seem so happy, and that's why I'm a fan. I don't mean to be the bearer, like the negative Nancy here, but I'm a little bit over everyone being so obnoxious about it.
Yeah.
I know you don't agree, which is fine. It's just, oh my gosh, like everyone is like, it's a lot. And it's just sometimes gets to be so much. I'm like, can we just, and I'm the same. I mean, I was sitting there with Ryan. I'm like, oh my gosh, how cute. Like, we're watching Taylor Swift make out on the football field. Like, this is insane. I feel like I'm like spying on her, but yeah. I'm so happy for her, but it is a little the media is a little excessive. Do you agree?
I agree, but I love it. I want to see her do every single thing in her whole life. So
I know. I don't mean to be a hater. I'm not being a hater, but
you're not being a hater. I understand what you're saying. There's other people and other things going on, but I feel like Taylor was so private for so long. It's just like, it doesn't feel real that we're getting to see her like having these interactions, and like, we're so not used to it.
I know. But I will say, I also said to Ryan, I said, if we can find Taylor Swift and have her mainstream on the camera, you know, every couple minutes on the show, can we get Olivia Culpo? Can we get Brittany Mahomes? Like, I want to see everyone. There's so many camera shots, and Ryan's like, well, it's because she's Taylor Swift. Not everyone cares about Olivia Culpo like you love her.
No, I agree with you. I like every time Travis does something amazing on the field, they show Taylor. And so like when Christian McCaffrey does something amazing, I'm like kind of waiting for them to show Olivia, and they don't, which I wish they would. You're right.
Wouldn't that be fun? I think that would balance things out a little bit. But I will say, as far as this question, endgame or not, I say endgame. I hope. I when I watch some of this content, I'm like, if they do not work out, it is going to be insane. Like, we're watching them fall in love. We're watching everything. Like, sometimes when I'm watching her observe him or a situation, I just think in my head, I'm like, what kind of lyrics are being inspired by this moment that we don't know from any of her past songs because she's so private? But like, just like the little detail of him holding her arm or holding her while he hugged his dad. Like, those little things, I'm like, she is taking notes in her head and writing them in her little notes in her phone for good lyrics.
You're so right. I feel like every single moment she's like taking little things and like remembering certain feelings, and we're going to get the best music. And I'm not saying it's going to be like breakup music. It's just going to be like, this is such an amazing time in her life, you know?
I know. And I do hope it's their end game. And
Me too.
I know we need to move on, but what would be your prediction of if they are each other's end game? When do you see like a ring?
I don't know. I feel like they're at a point in their lives when it's like, when you know. And so I don't think they would wait super, super long, but I don't know. It's hard to predict that type of thing.
Would you say before the end of 2024?
Maybe. I'm not putting it past them.
Me either. I'm not. I mean, I feel if they were going to, it would make more sense to do it while he's out of season.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be kind of like by summer.
Kind of nuts. But also, like, I'm not saying it wouldn't happen.
No, I'm here for her being happy and living a life outside of her career.
Me too. Yay. Okay. Number 6, thoughts on Ariana Grande's new song. Okay, so we've definitely talked before about like what's going on with Ariana Grande. She's just like a different person now. And I listened to the new song, and at the beginning I was like, oh, I'm gonna love this. Like, I wanted to love it. And it's all right. Those are my thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, it's trending, so I hear it a lot on social media, but I'm not putting it on in the car. That's kind of how I feel. I see the kind of spin on "Thank You Next," like the yes and question mark. I think she's very clever in that sense. She just kind of directly puts it out there, what she did with "Thank You Next" with like, oh my gosh, you have so many men, you're jumping around, blah blah blah. It's hard for me not to be a fan of her. I was such a fan, and I still am.
Me
but
too.
I'm not quite sold on her new era.
Yeah, this new era is just different, and it's not something that we're used to. And I feel like it's trickling into her music. It's just different. But like, Thank You Next, when it came out, I feel like everyone was blasting it. Like, it was the music video and everything, like obsessed. And this new song, I'm just like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I'd like to see more new music and kind of like learn who she is now, because it does feel so different. I don't hate the song. It's like a cute little trendy, but it's not a Thank You Next. No way.
Yeah, right. It's just, she's just really in a new era.
Yeah. So I think we chuck it up to just, we're kind of indifferent. It's just there. Don't love
there.
it. Don't hate it.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is, what are your thoughts on Kylie and Timothy? Wait, first of all, did you see Willy Wonka?
No, did you?
No, I didn't either.
I've heard indifferent things about it. I do want to see it. He's an incredible actor.
I want to see it too. I just haven't gotten there. So I personally love them together.
I do too. When they had their Golden Globe moment, it was the same thing as as Taylor and Travis, where she was so low key, like letting him, like watching him, sitting back, letting him shine. Didn't overdo it with her appearance, just kind of was there as his plus one, which I appreciated and respected that about her. I think she also is very aware of when it's your moment. She's just like, she knows that's her life.
Right.
It just feels so real that she could be with someone like him. Like, I know he's so talented and he's like quirky, cute, but it's just, I don't know, it humanizes her a little.
it humanizes her, and it is so, at first when I heard they were together, it was so random and so kind of unbelievable and so different from her last relationship that I think it's so different that it's going to work out. Like they're so in love, and I love and I love this for Kylie. She deserves it.
Agree. I love that it's a breath of fresh air. Also, like, good for him for pulling Kylie Jenner. Like, he must be pretty awesome.
Yeah, right.
And that shot of them when they were at a concert, I forget whose concert it was. Did you ever see that? That video sold me, and I was just thinking, like, oh my goodness, they are so cute and like smitten over each other, and I love that.
They were so smitten. I'm trying to think of what concert that was. I'm picturing the video, but I can't remember. But yeah, I feel like it is so kind of random that it's gonna work. Like, I know. They're so in love. I wonder what the girls think of him, the sisters.
Good call. I'd be curious, and I would love to know a little bit more. I know they're kind of private, which I respect, but just like, how serious are they?
Yeah.
Love it.
I want to know everything. Yeah, we love it. We are so here for it. Okay, next submission. What are your thoughts on the bow trend?
You have to say what that one video was that you sent me.
Okay, so you guys, Rose and I always talk about how I'm obsessed with bows. We love the bows aesthetic. I put bows on everything. And I saw this video on TikTok, and it was this woman, and she's like, guys, we got to stop putting bows in our hair. She has like this Jersey accent, and it's so funny. And she's basically just shitting on everyone putting bows in her hair. She's like, you're not adolescents. Get the bows out of your hair. And ever since I saw that video, I've been like, you know what? Maybe she's right. Like, maybe it is getting to be a bit much. So I have been very conscious about not putting bows in my hair because I'm like, maybe I don't need it. Maybe it is too much, you know?
I'm so indifferent. I think there is a line where I think bows maybe got overdone by doing everything and anything was bow. I'm talking like on your pen, on your straw, like that's a little much, but I think in your hair for the right outfit, it's so cute.
I think for the right outfit, it's cute on occasion, but not, I mean, I wasn't doing it every day, but now I'm just like, and I love a good bow on like a sweater or an outfit. I just think it was overdone in this video. We'll have to post it if I can find it again. It's kind of funny. But this girl, she was talking about bows. I'm like, shit, maybe I need to tone it down.
Riley rocks the bow. And it kind of goes back to the very first submission. It's like, you've always loved bows. You've loved bows when they weren't this huge trending thing, but they're still cute. They were still cute then. It's not like you were the only person who thought a bow was cute, but you knew it matched your girly feminine aesthetic. So you wore bows when they weren't the trend. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Like, it's your personal style. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. And I'm working on that, but I'm like listening to this girl. I'm like, all right. Yeah, I love the bow trend, but I think maybe it did get a little bit overdone.
I just think in that one trend of, you know, a bow on everything because it, I forget how to say it. It's like the sea croquet or croquette.
Yeah. Croquet gets me every time when you say it. Because it's the game that you play with the little ball. Croquet. I know what you're saying.
Like, I think that is where it became everything and anything was bow. But I still think it's adorable. I think if you love it, you rock it. Everyone's going to have an opinion regardless. But
yeah, you're right.
Maybe everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation. I love that. We're all about balance here at Drinks on Us.
Yes.
Okay, the last submission is, what are your thoughts on checker print? I don't know. I don't think I have any thoughts on. What are your thoughts?
I personally feel like I'm over it. I feel the rugs, the mugs, the blankets. It's just
I see
a
what
lot.
You're saying.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. And I feel like that's another thing. It's like a personal style. And that's kind of maybe like the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a more rustic style. What?
Rustic? I don't think
No.
rustic.
But what am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say?
Like
shabby.
Oh, like boho? Not boho.
Boho.
Is it boho?
I was thinking boho, yeah. It's more of a style, but I agree. It maybe can get a little bit overdone.
I think it's similar to the bow trend. I think it just got, it's so cute. And for the right person with the right style at the right moment, it's adorable. And it's a cute little touch in your home for a throw pillow or, I don't know, like a checkered, I don't know, whatever. But I think it's kind of similar to like the chevron. Like, remember when chevron was like the shit?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of chuggy now.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you.
So I really hope bows don't get to chuggy. That would be devastating.
That would be devastating.
And I don't think checkered's chuggy, but I think it's trendy. Like if you bought something, it's like, oh, I think we're past its peak of its trend.
Yes, I agree. Like it's not going to be classic and timeless forever.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I agree with that. Well, those are our submissions that you guys wanted to get our opinions and hot takes on. Maybe you agree with us, maybe you don't, and that's totally fine. But if you like this episode, like we said, we'll do it maybe quarterly or we'll do it annually. Okay, but let's get into Girls Room. We have 3 submissions today. If you haven't heard Girls Room before, it's like our little advice segment or write in, talk about whatever you want. So first submission. What is your go-to Starbucks order? I love stopping for a drink here and there, but feel like all the drinks are so sugary. Is there anything you love?
Well, I must unburden myself first and say I'm not a Starbucks fan.
Like at all?
Well, I don't really like it. I'll go if that's my option.
Mm-hmm.
So, right, I think you should take this because it's really your only option.
So, you're saying like you love local coffee shops and over Starbucks?
Yes.
Yes. I feel like I don't crave Starbucks coffee. I do like going every once in a while for like a nice little something different. Like I genuinely crave my at-home Nespresso coffee and espresso. But when I do go to Starbucks, I get a grande brown sugar shaken espresso with soy milk. It's good every single time. So that is my go-to, but I agree with this submission. Everything is so sugary there. And it's like, I don't know. I don't really even crave it. But if Starbucks is my only option, get that brown sugar shaken espresso with soy milk. It's so good.
I'm the same way. If I'm at the airport, if I'm traveling, I always the brown sugar. They also have a toasted vanilla shaken espresso that's very good. I'm not sure if it's seasonal, but the brown sugar, I get it with almonds. You could add cinnamon too. That's always good. But I agree with Riley. It's not overly sweet, and you can even lower the amount of pumps, right?
Yeah, like the brown sugar pumps.
Yeah. So I would say that I never get it and am like overwhelmed by sweetness. I think anything with cold foam is so yummy for a dessert, but it's a dessert. Like it's going to feel so sweet and sugary and thick. So I would maybe get the cold foams on special occasions, not when you're trying to get something semi-health like,
I don't think the brown sugar shaken espresso is super, super high in like calorie. And I mean, it probably is a bit sugary, but I think it's a safe option. And if you try it, you should tag us and let us know how you like it.
Yeah. And I mean, going to a local coffee shop or making an espresso at home and adding creamer, like you're going to have sugar regardless. It's just part of having coffee. But I agree. I think and get that before you get like a sugar-free option. Just go for it. But maybe just get a shot, pump or two less if you're really wanting to be smart.
I agree. Okay, submission number 2. I live with my husband. We recently got married. I feel like all I do is laundry. Do you guys feel the same way? The second I put away a load, we have a new load to wash. I try to romanticize it and habit stack by listening to a podcast or playing some music, but it just seems like so much. Okay. I don't know, Rose, what you and Ryan do, but Kate and I, so when we first started living together, we would have the same hamper. We would do our laundry together. And there was just so much laundry because it's 2 people's loads together. And so now we also have separate closets, so it makes sense. But I have my hamper, Kate has his hamper. I do my laundry, he does his laundry. Like I'll fold his clothes. Sometimes he'll help me fold my clothes, but it's just way easier to keep it separate. And I feel like it's less of a load. And so I would recommend it. Works well for us, but everyone's different.
I love that. I think you told me that because I was complaining about just never being on top of laundry. And I feel like we never instilled that. But I'd say what Ryan and I do is we'll choose like a day, or I'll do all the laundry and then we separate and fold our own together. Does that make sense?
Like at the same time.
Yeah. And sometimes I'll fold all of them. Sometimes he'll fold all of them, depending like if one of us is super busy. But I do understand this girl. It's the easiest chore to let pile up because once you're done, sometimes it's the last thing you want to do is fold. But I would just say, like, don't even give yourself the option, like throw it on your bed or something that forces you to do it. But some people will do one load every day and that helps them stay on top of it. I don't know if you don't work from home, I could see that being very just unrealistic. So I don't know. I understand. It's a lot. Do you feel like, what do you think by doing your own? Do you just feel like it's not a big deal? Like it doesn't weigh on you?
I think it's fine. It doesn't weigh on me. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of folding laundry. Sometimes I let it sit in the hamper after it's already clean.
Same.
Sometimes Kate will just fold it because he's like sick of looking at it sitting there in the corner. But I will say, if you can delegate, like, so that one person isn't doing everything, like washing and folding. Like if you both can have your little job, I think it'll help you stay on top of it better.
Yeah, I agree. And I always kind of look at it as maybe just find a way to enjoy it or get into a good routine, because if you guys plan on having kids, it's like that's only I feel like laundry is just gonna amplify and just keep growing. And I know people say once you have kids, it's like a blessing to be able to do laundry because that means you have children, but it's not the best chore. I'm not a huge fan, but I think Riley gave some good tips. So you'll have to write us back if you find a good solution.
Yes, write us back. I always think about too, like when we have kids, how much laundry there's going to be. I don't know how moms do it. And dad.
So Ryan's mom has this really cute little sign. It's like, how lucky am I for when I'm going to tank. Oh, I don't even know why I chose to say this, but something along the lines of, I'm so grateful for lots of loads of laundry, for that means all my kids are home, or like I have a full house or something. So it's all perspective, and I'm not trying to get all deep on laundry. Like it sucks. I get it. But maybe find, like Riley said, split it up or romanticize it. But we've all been there where the piles are stacking.
Yeah, piles are stacking. That's so cute, that little sign. Okay, last one. Hey girls, not advice, but I just wanted to share this app that I've been loving. I thought you guys would love it too. I actually heard about it from Alex Earl. She said she uses it in her latest podcast. It's called Acne Safe. You simply search whatever product you want to check and copy the ingredient list and then paste it into the app. And it tells you if it has any pore clogging ingredients. You can check any cosmetics, food ingredients, and birth control. This is huge for us, Rose, because we are always looking for clean brands. And it sounds like you can do many, many things on this app. So yeah, thank you to this person who wrote in. Thank you to Alex Earl. Downloading immediately.
Okay, yes, because have you ever heard of, I want to say Clean Skin Club, but it's not. It's this other clean brand. I forget what it's called, but they have a section on their website that I was introduced to where you can do the same thing, copy and paste. But it's very inconvenient to think about, oh, let me go to this website. And I would just like do Sephora products. So Acne Safe, downloading it literally the second we get off.
I'm so excited. I'm going to look up literally every single product in my house.
It's just good to know because I'm like I just said earlier in the episode, there's something in my routine or that I'm eating that is triggering random breakouts. I cannot figure it out.
You will have to let us know if there's something in your daily that this app tells you about.
I can't wait.
Like, oh, that's it. Yay.
I can't wait. Thank you, girlie.
I'm going to scan everything. Yes, thank you. Well, that concludes our happy hour. This was so much fun. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We could chit chat for days on end. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, listening, watching, whatever it may be. Make sure you subscribe, follow, leave a 5-star review, share this podcast, all the things.
All the things. I feel like this was a really long episode, right?
I know we do.
Whoops. I think we got carried away. But
Whoops.
yes, hopefully you guys loved it. That does conclude our happy hour. And I'm just going to send you guys off with one final toast and cheers to, I don't know, girl stuff, girl talk. Like, I don't know what to say for this one.
I love
Cheers.
that.
We'll see you same time, same place next week.
Cheers. Bye. Love ya.
Bye. Love you.